We all go through moments when the world feels heavy. When the soul is tired, the heart is restless, and hope feels distant. Some call it sadness, others depression. But could it be something deeper? A spiritual wake-up call? In this video, we'll explore depression through the lens of Islam. Not as a punishment, not as weakness, but as a signal. From the soul to the soul, guiding us back to something we may have lost. Stay with me, because what you're feeling may have more meaning than you realize. Depression is often seen as just a mental health issue, but in Islamic thought, everything has layers: body, mind, and soul. The Quran describes the soul as something that speaks, feels, and calls. And in yourselves, do you not see? Surah Ad-Dariyat, Surah 51, verse 21. This verse invites us to look within, because the soul doesn't stay silent when something is wrong. Think about it. Why do we feel empty even when we have everything? Why does the heart ache even in comfort? Sometimes depression is not a disease, it's an alarm, a sign that something essential, connection, meaning, purpose, has been lost. Islamic philosophy sees the heart, qalb, as the center of consciousness. It's not just emotional, it's spiritual. Truly, it is not the eyes that are blind, but the hearts within the chests. Surah Al-Hajj, Surah 22, verse 46. When we disconnect from the source of peace, Allah, our hearts begin to darken. Depression, in many cases, is the symptom of that disconnection. Not because Allah abandoned us, but because we forgot to feed the soul. The modern world is full of distractions, noise, and pressure, and but very little stillness, reflection, or remembrance. In that silence, the soul begins to cry, and that cry can feel like depression. You're not alone. You're not weak. Even the greatest souls went through deep emotional pain. Take Prophet Jacob, peace be upon him. When he lost his son Yusuf, he cried until he lost his eyesight, and his eyes turned white from grief, for he was suppressing his sorrow. Surah Yusuf, Surah 12, verse 84. This wasn't lack of faith, it was depth of love, but he never lost hope in Allah. He later said, "I only complain of my sorrow and grief to Allah." Surah Yusuf, Surah 12, verse 86. Islam doesn't deny emotional pain. It teaches us where to take it, not into isolation, not into self-hate, but into intimacy with the divine. So what if depression isn't the enemy, but the doorway? Indeed, with hardship comes ease. Surah Ash-Shar, Surah 94, verse 6. Not after hardship, with it. In the very heart of suffering, ease is being created. Growth is being shaped. Sometimes we break so we can rebuild on stronger, more honest foundations. Many people say they found Allah in their lowest moment, because in that silence, when the world couldn't fix them, they turned inward and upward. That's the beauty of pain in Islam. It can lead to awakening. The Quran describes something very familiar. Whoever turns away from my reminder, for him is a depressed life. Surah Taha, Surah 20, verse 124. This isn't a threat, it's a truth. When we cut off from our Creator, the soul begins to suffocate. Not because Allah needs us, but because we need Him. That emptiness, that ache, it's the soul yearning for its source. Surely, in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest. Surah Ar-Ra'd, Surah 13, verse 28. This verse isn't just spiritual poetry, it's a psychological key. Remembrance, dhikr, realigns the heart. It reawakens the soul. It reminds us we are not alone. Many people feel shame for their sadness. But what if your pain is inviting you into closeness? The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, went through the year of sorrow, losing his beloved wife Khadijah, and his uncle Abu Talib. He was devastated. But out of that darkness came the miraculous journey of Isra and Miraj, his ascension through the heavens. This teaches us something profound. When the world closes in, the heavens might be opening. Your depression may not be a breakdown. It might be the beginning of your ascension. Don't silence it. Listen to it. Heal it. Not just with pills or distraction, but with presence, with prayer, with patience. If you're struggling with depression right now, know this. 1. You are not broken. 2. You are not abandoned. 3. You are being called, not punished. Talk to someone. Seek professional help. Take your medicine if needed. But also, open the Quran. Sit in sujud. Ask your soul what it's longing for. Maybe your sadness is not a sign of failure. Maybe it's the soul's invitation back to the divine.